First of all, I understand what he's doing. He's trying to get a date. So let me just make you laugh. Oh, you's a vampire. Ah, you want to go get some coffee?
The Cybertruck. I saw prices start at like 180 grand. Every week they've been dropping by $10,000 a week.
I canceled my Cybertruck because I've been watching the market the same way as you.
Me too. Yeah.
I first saw them come out. I had one on order and they're trading for 200 grand or whatever. Sure enough though, as they started to flood the market, yeah, it's legit. Every single week, a cheaper one is out there for 10 grand less, 10 grand less, 10 grand less. I'm not going to spend $120,000 on a brand new Cybertruck when I can buy a used one. And especially for social media, the Cybertrucks are just everywhere. I saw 4 in a matter of 15 minutes the other day when I was filming a video. They're around every single street corner, and I think that's just sums up the market as a whole, though.
Now, we all thought the DeLorean SUV was exclusive. After having it for a while, you're like, I can just walk. On this episode of How I Got Radiation Poisoning, look, he already he looked like it was already starting to set in. Yo, I feel funny, man.
From the Mexican border.
Wait a minute. Is this why Kendrick Lamar was standing in front of the shipping containers on the dock in his video? No.
This Not Like Us video has all types of subliminal messaging in it. But the craziest thing that I realized is these shipping containers. I initially watched this video, I didn't think twice about why these shipping containers have so much emphasis on them. But the more I watched it, it's all making sense. Shipping containers have been used for trafficking people for a long time, even smuggling people. This is not an uncommon thing. And considering that Kendrick's point of attack was the fact that Drake is a trafficker, it's almost as if he's sending the message to Drake like, hey, I know what's going on, bro. Even if you look at this scene where the dude's got all these women talking to him at the same time, it looks like he's making some sort of deal on the phone.
That televisions emit X-rays. This is fascinating. You can go into Google and type in "do televisions emit X-rays" and see what you come up with, and you will get a big positive yes. Now that's interesting because remember, when you go to get an X-ray, what do? They have like make you wear a whole suit. They put like all this shielding around you so that you can only get that area. But the television is legally allowed to emit X-rays. So not only are you using patents which are trying to mind control my mind and pretty much change the brain into the alpha brain state so that I can be controlled and manipulated and told whatever story you want me to tell you, but then you are also going to emit X-rays. And how long do children usually sit in front of a television? Let's say 8 hours. That's a long time to be an X-ray. Now the question is do tablets and computers do the same exact thing in the current day state? Now children are holding tablets and devices at such an early age, being exposed to frequencies and different types of things. What's that doing to their brain as well? And also too, now being exposed to a lot of radiation and a lot of technology in which the mind has never been exposed to at such an early age, especially.
Now you would think that's something to worry about, and it would be if you didn't have faith this was a simulation, and when they turn off the game, the real everlasting life starts. That's probably more scary than this, but it shouldn't be if you have faith.
Yes, Lord.
Hey man, take care, man.
You want to race?
Hell nah. The cop's right there, man. Damn! Oh my god!
Yeah, yeah.
Generation Z.
Let's get it.
Say what you want about Muslims, but they got them real watermelons. I ain't had a watermelon like that since the 80s. Let's bring back real watermelons. Damn.
This card on the left, charismatic leader. It looks like Donald Trump, right? This is Donald Trump. Now, the one on the right, I've been seeing forever and thinking, man, that also really looks like Donald Trump. And it's called Enough is Enough. Let's look deeper at the Enough is Enough cards. Here's the picture of Trump pumping his fist at the rally, overlaid with the card, and it matches perfectly. There's something supernatural going on here.
Oh boy. I'm sorry, guys. I will admit, when I first got into this genre, I thought being stupid was a part of it, so I had to act like, oh, UFOs, wow, if you know, you know. But it hurt my brain to act like an idiot. So I gotta say what I believe is going on from a critical thinker's point of view. They're not prophesizing anything. They're showing you the blueprint. This is what we're gonna do.
Can't even use Insta in front of people anymore because what the hell was on my homepage? I open my phone, 3 seconds into the app, I see literal pounding on my homepage with the sound on, close up, zoomed in, detailed, 4K quality. It was intense. It was athletic. It was passionate. And you're telling me when I click uninterested, report, and block, I refresh my page, another account comes up. And like everybody in the comments were just as confused as me. And you're telling me I'm not allowed to call the creeps in my comments who probably have a whole family to feed. Hey, do your job.
That's the thing. They're doing their job. They're trying to bring about the Antichrist. I'm sorry, Gen Zers, and some of you millennials, and some Zoomers and Boomers, that you didn't realize all of this was the tug of war for your undying soul. And I'm not telling you what religion, which way you should go. That's between you and the Almighty. Whatever. I'm just saying, a lot of us older people, we're like, we already know what it is. We just didn't think we was going to see it in our lifetime. We're like, God, well, okay, man, the Antichrist is going to be here in another...
That's not funny.
Fear not, feminists. They're also attacking us men.
Does y'all TikTok search do this too? Like something really weird's going on. I'll be on the app, right? Then I'll type in something like a car or like, let's say Spider-Man. And somehow, some way, without fail, it will be either a thirst trap or a girl shaking butt. Like for instance, I would type in Spider-Man, I'm seeing Sophie Rain in a Spider-Man costume shaking butt. Or like I said, I'll type in a car, it was a car I was thinking about buying. I literally see a video of a girl shaking butt in the tint of her car. Like if I was typing in Tyler dance videos or something, I could see thirst traps being like a recommended. But why is Spider-Man equated with Sophie Rain? Why is cars equated with butt? Y'all know when y'all see a video, it could be a movie or something, and then y'all see that blue comment, it says the other POV. Because if y'all didn't know, if you type in the other POV, you can see like the other POV. If you type in part 2, you can see the part 2 of the next video. Well, if you do that, it will always take you to the weirdest, like dang near corn type of video. I literally had to block an account because it was that bad. And a lot of y'all might be like, dang, why are you tripping about seeing half naked girl? Because bro, some of us not trying to get tempted. Some people do no fap. Some people are on a streak, and we're not trying to see weird stuff. So I'm trying to figure out, why is TikTok doing this? Why is everything always set?
It's a distraction. What better way to distract men is with women? What better way to distract women is with...
That's not funny.
They always mention doors, but never what's behind them.
It's like thinking about what's behind the door. So, like, you know what I'm saying? When I'm in the room, it's like, damn, it's another room. So I just keep going in a different room. So one of them times I open the door, I'm going to be afraid.
Yeah, you never had access to that sort of information.
I call it the room with the door behind it. You never get to that door. We always got through the first door, and we were so excited about being in that room that we never looked at the next door, right?
It's a level of success where it's a door. When you platinum and you getting 50,000 a show, I've been there. There's a door that you can walk in. But I was offered these doors. I just chose to go straight. And I haven't been platinum since.
There's a curtain. There's another room, and there's a curtain. And in that room is some shit. You're like, God damn, I didn't know y'all doing this back here.
You guys recognize Jim here? He hints towards what happens behind these doors.
You know, let me tell you something about celebrities. And let me tell you something about some big sports stars. If you honestly knew with some of your favorite big superstars really did.
You would run towards salvation. You would say, well, which one of these is the... Now, we aren't really interested in what's, like, it's to the point that talking about race, it's nauseating. It's like, oh God, here we go, another, black lesbians matter. And your eternal life is to the point where it's like,
Dear Lord.
oh, next. And I'm not talking about Jesus. I'm just saying none of this weird spooky stuff should match up with none of the stuff that they were saying when I was in Sunday school. Nothing they're talking about on Pornhub matches with what I want to do with my children.
That's gross.
It sure is, Billy.
None of it.
This is the saddest story. So this happened Tuesday night, July. This is the saddest story. So this happened Tuesday night.
Geez, can y'all stop, copying each other word for word?
No, they can't stop copying each other word for word. They have no talent. This is the problem that you're realizing. Audience member who came over here from your favorite creepy TikToker's channel to mine. He or she, they don't got no talent. They're not talented. You think YouTube is what I do? I don't want to toot my own horn. I'm just saying, the guy or girl you like, that's a YouTuber, they're not talented. YouTube is not difficult. I mean, there's a degree of difficulty to it, yes, but it's not... What's difficult? Parenthood. Parenthood is difficult. It's not that. So no, these people can't stop copying after the other, because they don't know what to do next. And you as an audience member are coming over here and is like, hey man, how come you don't sound like him? Because he sucks. This is the difference. She sucks. She's just pretty. She don't even like guys. She just got a pretty face. Look at these distractions. Just distracting us. What you think? She's like Ethiopian? Look at this. No, she's Somalian. Look at this Somalian distraction. Make you want to say, Jesus. But here's the great thing. You could have a distraction like this in the paradise. Wouldn't that be great?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You got a whole little paradise for you. 7, 8 universes. Just yours. Jump in your spaceship, cruising. See an alien chick like this just walking around. You pull over. It's your personal paradise. All of your pickup lines work. She just jump in your spaceship. Pew! Y'all zip off chilling. That's a whole nother video.
Do you know what makes me special? I'm a queer.
Damn, calm down. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know, it makes me queer. I like... Yeah, so do we. Are we special too? Jeez. Remember the good old days when gay people didn't want to be bothered? Whatever, asshole. Shout out to the cool gay people who being gay is not their everything. I like them gay people. I didn't even know you was gay until you tried to give me a kiss. God damn. You're gay? I thought we were just playing basketball. Jeez, I thought you just had that Dennis Rodman defense. All right. No, but okay. Well, it's not an alien. I can tell you that. But even if it was, how could I worry about that when I gotta worry about this?
That's 30-year-old Joshua Zimmerman you see here. This photo was in the midst of his big escape from the courthouse in DeSoto County, Mississippi on Friday. Notice he's in street clothes. That's because District Attorney Matthew Barton says he was able to change clothes and remove his wrist and ankle shackles and walk out. Zimmerman was picked up there by police in September for a number of charges, including attempted murder and armed robbery. Friday, he was headed to court in a line of inmates when he somehow was able to break free.
You're not somehow able to break free. Someone let him out. Why would the people let him out is the next question. And who let him out? There are no people who resemble Osama bin Laden that work in any courthouse anywhere in America. That said, is this guy a CIA agent? Is he a Manchurian candidate? Sleeper cell? We don't know. Maybe when the simulation is over, but then you won't even care. Because it's like, am I going to room A or room B? But how can we even worry about this when we too busy worrying about this?
Is it making a tornado right now? Are we watching a tornado form right there? Yes. Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Bro, they making tornadoes right in front of me? Come on now, dog. Come on now, man. See, but from far away, that looked like a UFO. This is what my conspiracy theorist girlfriend is saying. First of all, we're breaking up. I don't even want to hike. I don't know how you convinced me. You know what the problem is? It's me. Society has convinced me that I belong in your purse. That's my rightful place. So when you said, let's go hiking, I was like, okay, dear. I don't like hiking. Bitch, I don't even like you. Relationship is over. But first, lead me to civilization first. Yeah, don't break up with your girlfriend on the hike. Get to the car, get to civilization, and then be like, all right, bitch, it's over with. Because she'll be like, oh, you want to break up? All right, motherfucker. And then she'll guide you into a bear's den.
5 p.m. and you're in the middle of rush hour traffic, and a stranger's approaching you quickly. Suddenly, out of nowhere, he reaches for your door. What are you gonna do? Welcome back to Rice's Rules. Gen 4. This is why it's so important to keep your doors locked even when you're in traffic, because you never know who that person is and what their intentions might be. Stay safe.
Most Americans think the U.S. Route 20 is the longest road in the world, but it's not. The longest road in the world is the Pan-American Highway. The journey begins in Alaska, USA, then the road crosses to Canada and continues south through the entire USA. The route will lead you through Mexico, continuing south through Central America, starting with Guatemala, then moving on to El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and finally reaching Panama. However, the highway is broken by the Darien Gap. 60 miles of territory of dense jungle. You can't drive through this gap with normal transportation, and you require specialized vehicles or alternate methods.
This is where you use your jetpacks. Remember the jetpacks? That's what those are for. See, there's practical uses for technology, but these evil weirdos who are trying to bring on the end of the world are using technology for some weird, evil weirdo stuff. And it has nothing to do with money. They got all the money already. Just stop lying to yourself. It's for other stupid, to us it's stupid. To them, it's a worthy cause. Noble cause. But to get rid of all black and brown people and men and women at the same time? Oh man, a nobler cause hasn't existed. So stop trying to make yourself feel better by saying, oh, it's just corporate greed. It's just money. They just want money. They got all the money. They've had all the money. Since the 1800s, they've had it.
After reaching South America, the journey continues through Colombia, crossing the Andean mountain range. It then moves on to Ecuador, to the coastal areas of Peru, proceeds to Chile, and finally ends at the southernmost tip of Argentina. According to Guinness World Records, this is the longest road with a total length of about 19,000 miles, despite the interruption at the Darien Gap.
I bet you didn't know that. Well, now you know.
Is the battery causes current in the wire, which interacts with the magnetic field, and that's what causes the wire to spin.
Oh, that.
Yeah, just that.
But you definitely need to balance it on top.
Yeah, you're not that kind of Gen Zer or millennial. You're not. And I'm not saying this to diss you. I'm saying understand your limitations. Now, some of you are this kind of Gen Zer, or you were that kind of millennial. Very few of you, and that's a blessing from the Almighty. It's not because of society they want all of these dudes erased or working for them. You might have a kid like this, but your insecure would do your best to extinguish the genius from him or her, wouldn't you? You know yourself. Use an insecure. Come on now, dog. Come on now, man. You come on back to Jesus now. You insecure as come on now. Stating is not hating. You know damn well you'll try this and electrocute yourself. Burn the whole house down in the process. Come on now, dog. Come on now, man. You're this kind of Gen Zer or millennial. You're looking at this and, that's aliens. It's a simulation. It's an alien invade. That's you. You think this is an alien invade. Oh my God. You're an imbecile. But you're cute though. You're a cute imbecile. If you would just take your top off, baby. But no. You gotta be strong, you gotta be fly, you gotta be cool, you gotta be...
I don't like your attitude!
I'm sorry, feminizers. That was inappropriate. I apologize. Because no one wants you. You are insufferable. Nobody likes you. Golly!
Well, you don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist.
Are you a Zionist?
Yes.
Cannon.
Now you'll be able to make a lot out of it because people don't know what a Zionist is. Do you know what a Zionist is?
I just ask questions, I don't answer.
Cannon.
Black lesbians matter. Thanks once again. But he thought you said violinist. That's what Jesus, boy. Dementia, man. The elderly killer. Jesus Christ. Why you look like that, Joe Biden? You black bastard. You know what I would have done to you 120 years ago? Thank you to my channel members. We said thank you. Ha. To my channel members. No diddy when I say member. Thank you. To my channel members. Fuck you if you're not a member. Nah, I'm just kidding, but seriously, join. Thank you. To my channel members.
Don't put me on the camera.
Do the eye thing for me so I can show you. Through the eyes. See how they blue?
I don't know what I'm
See how they blue when she looks straight? Now look the other way.
That's not okay. First of all, I understand what he's doing. He's trying to get a date. She's cute and she probably is like a nerd or kind of like I guess an introvert or whatever like that. Maybe she's just not thinking about guys like that. And this dude is just trying to get a date. So let me just make you laugh. Oh, you's a vampire. You want to go get some coffee, vampire lady, or should we drink blood? But if that's not what he's doing, bro, she's not a vamp. White people, isn't that called like Hazel or something, or Gray or something like that? I know these Gen Zers are not that bright. Again, not all of y'all. Shout out to those of you who it skipped over you. You just wouldn't adhere to the programming, and you'd be listening to the guys in your peer group, and you'd be like, "What an idiot!"
They gotta turn white.
Let's bring it back all the way.
Don't put me on the camera.
Do the eye thing for me so I can show you. Through the eyes. See how they blue?
I don't know what I'm
See how they blue when she looks straight? Now look the other way. They gotta turn white.
I mean, I'm not hating on you, bruh. Way to go. Pretending like you think she's a vampire. I don't think that's what he's doing because I think he's a moron. But hey, if you are, great.
Is a Manchurian candidate, controlled by others to do things against his will, possible?
It was a remarkable film because, as far as I'm concerned, it made something totally impossible seem absolutely credible.
I would say the answer is yes, but there are many qualifications to that.
Klein, a psychologist, a clinical and experimental hypnotist, an unpaid consultant to the CIA.
The qualifications would be the subject selected to produce the kind of behavior that you wish, the amount of time, the procedures that are utilized, and the motivations of the people who are designing, executing, and administering the procedures. You're asking whether an individual can be, under hypnosis, influenced, coerced, persuaded, shaped to perform an antisocial act, or a destructive act, or an act of violence.
That's all well and good, but I think we gotta start at the beginning. What is a Manchurian? To figure that out, we should know what Manchuria is. And according to Google, Manchuria, historical region of northeastern China. Well, that don't really mean too much. I'm not sure that's really telling me what a Manchurian is.
Well, I am Manchurian, and occasionally I would get told that I don't really look Chinese. And apparently there are attributes that make Manchurians look Manchurian. When I look at Manchu celebrities, they kind of all look a little bit similar to me. The first thing is the middle part of our faces are longer. I think it's true for me and for my dad. Second attribute is we typically have really light brown or even gray eyes. I don't think that applies to me. That could also be because my mom is not Manchurian, so I'm like technically half.
Okay, so Manchurians are Chinese. So what we're talking about is, what are we talking about?
We now have the largest deficit in the history of our country under this guy. We have the largest deficit with China.
Why in the heck does Grampy Biden look like he's saying, what? Turn on the TV. I can't. What? What is? Get off my lawn, you goddamn kids. China, I don't know where the dishes are. Hey, once again, thanks black people, and also Black Lives Matter. We couldn't have done it without you. Thanks.
Funny, huh? You think that's funny, huh?
Look at Robin Williams. Either he's tired of being in the Illuminati and thinking, how in the heck can I get my soul back? Or he already knew the script and he was like, yeah, I only got a few more years left, man. And then, that's probably just thinking about.
Nanu.
But documents clearly show that the CIA was attempting to develop agents over whom they had as much control as possible. Agents who would perform tasks contrary to their own good.
We're also learning that they can't get into his cell phone. They have it at Quantico, but haven't been able to get any data out of it.
Okay. The guy's a fucking nobody. The guy's a nobody. He's a fucking 20-year-old kook. Okay. Dad, this is the fucking shooter right here. What? Where? It's the fucking shooter. Oh my god. This is the fucking shooter. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck does this mean?
It could mean, first, why does this dude got a head like a crescent moon? That aside, he's a Manchurian candidate. He was hypnotized to get rid of Tronald Dump. Or is that just a cover story? Because it's all a script. Man, you never know with these people, man.
When I sleep, I dream. I don't want to dream.
Something happened out there in the desert that night during that mission, and it's not what we thought it was, and it happened on my watch.
We've been down this road with you before, yes?
No, sir. Not this road.
Sergeant Shaw, you ever dream about Kuwait? Captain Marco!
How much do you actually know about your friend?
I served under him. He was a good man.
That's what the neighbors always say about serial killers.
Somebody put an implant inside me. I got a good feeling they put one in you, too. You need to get help, Ben.
I'm not crazy, Shaw.
Raymond, this is J.B. Johnston of Manchurian Global.
We're strong supporters.
Flick of a switch, we can adjust character, change personality.
These are not supposed to exist.
Raymond Prentice Shaw. Listen.
This is a coup. This is rich people funding bad science to put a sleeper in the White House.
Among the shareholders in Manchurian Global, you would find former presidents, supposed kings.
Yeah, I get it. They're big. They're huge.
And you bring me rumors and conjecture.
I started with nightmares, rumors, conjectures. That's a giant leap forward.
Somebody got into our heads. Neurons got exposed and circuits got rewired. I think you should leave.
What are you doing?
I gotta find out what's gonna happen, where it's gonna happen.
He's delusional.
So watch where you going!
You swore to me that this was fail-safe. No leaks, no glitches. I will do whatever is necessary to protect my son.
We're gonna stop this and take them out. You don't think they factored you in?
Hello, Captain. Do you remember me?
Believe me. Help me. Or shoot me.
I just want to say, Denzel Washington. No, I just wanted to say the name Denzel Washington. What's wrong with you?
Does this gargoyle look familiar to you? In August of 2013, a picture taken at Paisley Abbey caused something of a stir on social media. It seemed someone visiting the abbey, which dates from the 12th century, paying particularly close attention to its finely carved gargoyles, had noticed one which stood out from the rest. With a distinct domed head and jagged teeth, it bore a striking resemblance to the iconic xenomorph from the hit Alien franchise. As many people will know, the design of the alien, which has tormented Sigourney Weaver and many others across 8 films since 1979, with a 9th due out soon, is credited to Swiss artist H.R. Giger. So what was his creation doing leering from the wall of an 800-year-old abbey in Scotland? Had an uncredited stonemason all those centuries ago anticipated his design? Had he, in fact, ripped it off? No, is the short answer. Journalists who spoke to the local minister learned that the building's original gargoyles had been replaced during a refurbishment in the 1990s. Sculptor David Lindsay was hired to supply 12 new gargoyles. Medieval tradition dictates that no two can look the same, and he was specifically asked for contemporary designs. And it just so happened he was a huge fan of Alien.
This is my theory. In the Great Reset, they're making all of this bogus stuff that us older people know isn't true. But, like, I got a son on the way. He'll be here in another 3 months or so. Yeah, congratulations, thanks, whatever. He'll be born into this world where, oh my God, this 800-year-old building has this alien on it. Oh, were the aliens here already? Yeah, it's to trick you. All of it is to trick you. Allegedly. Everything I'm saying is alleged. I'm not alleging it. I don't know. I love the government. YouTube? Conspiracy? Pshaw.
Dustin was waiting for his DoorDash when this was captured.
Wait a minute. This is that same LBJTQ dude who was getting chased in a couple of videos earlier, and then he said, I played with a Ouija. Hold on, man. I'm done with this dude. Whenever you see somebody with this, you think it's television. It's fake. You gotta say stop the cap on that one. Nobody is afraid and does this. They just be quiet. They be like, the lip disappear. You're not, because you need your hands to do this, to run. So get out of here, man.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be. To them, you're just a freak.
That goes to all my nerds. We were nerds in the 80s and 90s. In the 70s and 60s, some of us watching, according to my analytics. You're not fleek or none of this weird. You're not rizzing. None of this. Don't talk like them. Fuck them. Well, some of us are trying to get along with these millennials and Gen Zers. I mean, my wife is a millennial. So, I don't mean that way. I mean later for what they're doing. Your era was popping. They're jealous of your... Don't you know that? This ain't like the 60s and the 50s. We weren't jealous of what they was doing. They were old-fashioned. Dude, everything that's popping now started in our era. That's when they introduced it to us. These dudes think they... Come on, dude. Don't do it to yourself. Gen X, hold your flag, because we're the last generation of adults. That's something to be proud of. They're eliminating all the adults. It's only kids left. Why you think they brought out Cartoon Network? Yeah, watch television. Why you think the CEO of Kellogg said, yeah, have cereal for dinner? That's what we wanted to do as Gen Xers. Remember, we wanted to move out so we could have ice cream and cereal all day. Remember? Then you got a little bit older. You was like, man, these Honey Nut Cheerios are terrible. Wait. Let me erase that. Don't think. Instead, do this. That's how they want you. Allegedly, they want you to take a nice little dirt nap. I mean nap. Sleep. Nap. Shh. Shut up.
But documents clearly show that the CIA was attempting to develop agents over whom they had as much control as possible. Agents who would perform tasks contrary to their own good.
There's a ritual within Freemasonry related to Hiram Abiff, who is an architect that's credited with the building of Solomon's Temple. And I found a link to that, and it talked about operational Freemasonry versus speculative Freemasonry. The Freemasons themselves say that they're speculative Masons, and that the Keys of Solomon and the operational Masonry was lost when Hiram Abiff was murdered by 3 unworthy craftsmen. The Moors were murdered by these beings that can't hold a candle to them.
This dude looked like, what is this bitch talking about? Jesus Christ. Whatever he's doing down here is more interesting than what she's talking about. I feel you, bro. I was just about to skip this bald-headed.
I'm gonna be the first one to tell y'all, we officially cook no rice and beans. Y'all heard that it's snowing in South Africa right now? I don't think y'all heard me clearly. Y'all heard it's snowing in South Africa right now?
We heard you. It's just not as amazing as you think it is, Gen Zer. We know they're controlling the weather already. Dude, get ready for the Antichrist. What's wrong with you?
I know these animals woke up today confused out their mind. Like, yo, look at this giraffe. Like, we gotta relocate. Look at these lions. Like, where are we right now? We already passed the point of global warming. And the problem is, as a world, we're not going to stop.
What an idiot. They're animals. Animals have been evolving for millions of years. They're just like, well, time to evolve again. Only you, Gen Zer, are shocked and amazed by this stuff. I mean, I like how he tried to put the inspirational religious music in the back, and then he tried to speak with this sense of profundity. Let's look for a different word, because y'all left in a comment, what do that mean? He tried to speak with this sense of refinement and enlightenment. Is that a little better, idiot? But it just comes off as hackneyed. Next clip.
This is the true story of the Skinwalkers. Skinwalkers are warlocks with the ability to shapeshift and become animals or people.
That was impressive. That's very good editing, Gen Zer. I like that. Why you're not working in Hollywood? Oh, snap. Maybe you are working in Hollywood. Let's bring it back right quick.
This is the true story of the Skinwalkers. Skinwalkers are warlocks with the ability to shapeshift and become animals or people. They can not only take your appearance, but also clone your voice perfectly. The biggest Skinwalker sightings have been in Ohio and Arizona, but they are found all over the world. The preferred form of Skinwalkers is that of your pet.
Damn, he looked like he got into your Coke. That's what he looked like. He like, yo, what? What you want to do? Oh, I'm with it, bro.
Watch how in this video the boy realizes that his dog is a Skinwalker.
Let me see. I'll know if she's my dog. Merlin, sit. Turn around. Turn around. Lay down. You're not my dog.
It took you all of that to realize that's not your dog. What a moron, I swear. Who's ever in a relationship with that dude, it'd be easy to get rid of him.
They're not aliens. They've always been here. There are forces that are not human, that do exist in a spiritual realm of some kind, that we cannot see, and that when you think about it, sort of make you think we live in an ant farm. That is real, okay?
The thing that struck me most about the interview is that Carlson is saying, I kind of got what's going on, and I don't want to know anymore.
And I've actually stopped gathering string on, as we say in reporting, stopped gathering string in this, gathering information, because I'm satisfied that I know enough, and I don't really want to know that much more.
Excuse me, you're a bloody journalist. You're supposed to be now an alternative journalist. Of course you want to know.
No, bro. At some point you'd be like, you know what? You got it. Like me, I'm at that point where I'm like, these are not even people. That's why they gave them a different term. Millennials. This is a kind of alien. This is a kind of demon. This is a kind of entity that has possessed these people. It's taken over. They tell us every day. They say it's brain waves shooting out at you from your phone, through your television, through just your household electronics. Your house is Google Smart. These demons can enter your body, so you're not even dealing with the person no more. You're straight dealing with an entity that has taken over the vessel of the human body. You got to put all this stuff together. I thought the body's a temple. The body's just a vessel. So anybody can walk in your house. People are letting these different things. Wasn't Legion like thousands of demons inside of this one person? And Jesus cast them out and put them into a pig. Now people want to act like, oh, I don't believe that. That's why I say I can't discredit the Christians. Or let me change that. Christianity. Christians don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Christianity, what Jesus came with, I can't discredit that. Because there's too much stuff I'm seeing today that lines up with that. And it shouldn't. I can't discredit the Muslims. There's too much stuff that's happening today that should not align at all with what they're talking about. I can't discredit the Jews. Nothing should line up with what they was talking about 5,000, whenever it was. Why does it? That's all. You leave it in the comments and tell me why it does. And also, while you're leaving that, tell me this. How come nothing Nostradamus predicted came true? Not even close. People be trying, oh, he said this. Man, that don't... But he had a head. He knew he was going to have a head and 2 arms and 2 legs. He the goat. I don't want to hear nothing else.
Oscar, the first human modular prototype that is able to live in various setups. What's going to happen is that I'm going to connect the brain to the heart module to activate the blood circulation. Now, the lung is going to start breathing. You can see both organs are now collaborating. I can have a kidney module. And if I have a limb module, I start actuating the organism to move. Now it's looking for the optimal temperature, which is 37 degrees. If I had another limb, Oscar will recognize it and beneficiate from the oscillator.
You just put some electronic impulses into a bunch of limbs and they start flailing around. Where's the soul at?
3-step symbolism. The Marshall Mathers LP, he has the 3 steps. Masonic symbolism for the first 3 degrees. In baseball, created on a Masonic compass, 3 strikes, you're out. He's on the 3-step. Even this statue of George Washington's on the 3 steps. But in the Masonic symbolism, it's the 3 steps, then it goes into the ladder, all the other steps. And you can see in the music video, it starts with him on the 3 steps and it transforms into the ladder. This is esoteric symbolism.
Well, I've long said that rappers are having their rhymes written by demons. Ain't like back in the days when you was just nice. Now you got your entity writing the raps for you.
If you don't look at this craziness, yes, you see Celine Dion walking into a nursery with innocent newborn babies who have genders. Yes, you see her right here blowing devil dust onto them, and all of a sudden they miraculously don't have genders now. They're gender neutral. Yeah, you see her running from the cops as they tackle her to the ground, and she looks into the camera as if she's done something sinister. And yeah, you guessed it, this is a commercial for her clothing line for children that are using these satanic visuals and putting them on children.
There is no God, religion is fake, but why all of this emphasis on the devil? Why not just tell us that they're aliens why mix it with the devil? Why is there even any need for, you're not making any sense, LeBron fan. The only entity that would want you to be genderless is an entity that ultimately fears man.
What?
If you got no gender, you can't make more kids.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
They know you can't create kids without a man. If they could, it wouldn't matter if you had a gender or not.
And yes, you very well should be hiding your nieces, your cousins, your daughters, your sons, everybody away from this clothing line because it is a satanic initiation. And yes, now you see Celine Dion having a seizure due to what they call
the incurable disease, stiff person syndrome.
And yes, we are fast forwarding to the current time where she is now crying because she has lost her singing voice. And no, it is not a coincidence that in Deuteronomy 28, the curses for the disobedient, God actually says he will send incurable diseases to people.
Adolf Hitler outlawed usury. You know who else did that?
Yeah, this isn't me just using some kooky gimmick. This is literally censorship saying, don't tell them what we're doing or what we did or we're not going to pay you. If you think I'm going to tell you guys the truth at the risk of being killed, you smoking crack. But you can become a member, and all of the stuff that I had to cut out is uncensored there. Well, some of it. All the stuff that I had to cut out is on Patreon. That's just the way that they're giving it up. So, I don't make the rules. I got to follow them, just like you got to follow them. So don't be a child about it. Let's just keep moving.
Everything I have just said is true.
Stop listening to music. It's bad because it reprograms your subconscious mind by putting you in a hypnotic state. You want to dance or do something when you listen to music because it puts you in hypnosis. You remember the lyrics so vividly because it rewrites your subconscious mind. Every word they are saying in the song is molding and shaping your mind in some form or way. Why do you think you want to hurt someone when you listen to drill music, or want to dance hard when you listen to techno? You listen to music you literally cannot think because it's putting you in hypnosis. Spotify and Apple Music are all tuned to 440 Hz, which shuts down the right hemisphere of your brain because they do not want you thinking creatively or intuitionally. Music creates thought loops within your mind. This is why you feel nostalgia when you listen to an old song you used to listen when you were a child. The repetitive music and beats creates thought loops in your mind. In nature, nothing is repeating. Everything is constantly transforming. It's the same with your mind. Your mind should be constantly transforming to bigger and better things. Listen to music in 432 Hz or 528 Hz and make sure it has no demonic lyrics and no repetitive choruses.
Nobody's talking about ghost debt.
What's that?
So ghost debt are essentially credit products that don't report personal or business credit. One of the most popular options for that is the Navy Federal business credit cards. Those are considered ghost accounts. So you could essentially get a Navy business card, take it for 20, 30K. You could pull those funds out and use it to pay off either something on the personal side or on the business side. That way you can actually hide that debt. I don't know how long this ghost debt is going to last for. At some point, Navy could say, oh, you know what, we're going to start reporting it to the business credit bureaus, just like every other bank is doing. But there's very few accounts out there that are considered ghost debt, but they are very useful for actually fully hiding debt.
Many of y'all have asked me on Twitter, x.com/@honestlyadonis2. What's creepy about that? Only this.
More than 1,000 flights are grounded around the world right now after this worldwide Microsoft outage. That is the sound of people just waiting, right? This is a quickly developing story. So here's what we know so far. Cybersecurity company, the name of the company is CrowdStrike. It says a content update for Windows systems is to blame for all of this. So since then, they have said the issue has been, quote, identified, isolated, and a fix has been deployed. Flights have been affected around the world. The good news is that this fix they're talking about seems to be working. American Airlines, for example, Dubai Airport now saying they're back up and running. So that company, along with many other airlines, grounded all flights after this technical issue. At Toronto's Pearson Airport, they've warned about delays, no cancellations yet. Hopefully that doesn't change. In addition to airlines, broadcasters, banks, stores, healthcare providers, pharmacies around the world that use Microsoft systems have all been affected by this. Sky News in the UK and Australia even knocked off the air for some time. They are also back up and running.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So you can be one of the enlightened people that tells yourself this has nothing to do with the Great Reset. They're not doing that for real. This has nothing to do with what we read or heard about in Revelations. It has nothing to do with what this dude is talking about in his corny channel. I feel you. But let me say this. Why would I believe they telling the truth when we already know everything is a lie? Because if they can, they will. Reset the debt you already paid off to make it look like you never even touched it, my nig. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Happy to see you, just you and me here. Happy to be in the vicinity, looking abundantly, blissfully bearing these gifts upon many things I have proposed to. I form a proposal. I'm ready to settle up metal through metals and never could get to a path for your peddling that was so special. Would you even mind being mine? You being so fine, so be it fine. You're in for the time of a lifetime. Chocolate and white wine, fine dine and bask in the light. I'm in. You sending